What's up, guys? Welcome back to RollPlay R&D, going in the second hour here of week number 2. Steven and Jesse, I believe you guys have a 19 to deal with.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we found what happens. So on a 17 and 18, you can either do +1 or +2 damage, respectively. On a 19, you get +3 damage or a minor effect. And at 20, you get +4 damage or a major effect and no pool cost. So one of the minor effects is move past. There was some confusion in chat earlier also about what exactly is happening when you attack with 2 weapons. This is kind of a fluff thing. The flavor of your attack is that you're stabbing him with 2 weapons, but you're not getting a second attack and you're not getting any benefit from using 2 weapons.
Or wait, only flavor for you, Jesse.
Only flavor.
That's
Flavor
all I
only.
wanted.
That's all you
No
wanted.
calories.
That's all I wanted. It's just a
But you
flavor.
also, as a result of rolling very well, you get to do this badass thing. Jesse, will you describe it for me, please?
So as I stab this beast in, I assume, the torso, in the upper torso, I use his weight and the daggers within him, sort of like, you know, when you stick those things on the end of corn for like, so you can eat it like corn on the cob, like those little corn sticker things that they have. That's what he's like. And I push off on him and flip to the other side of him, releasing the daggers. So I'm now out of the way of the 4 giant beasties that were surrounding me.
As your daggers pull out of his body, you just rip into one of his arteries, and his life's blood gushes out, and he dies. This is the same broken hound that AAA and Chomper had been attacking a little bit as well. Now, I believe that's everybody for this round, so it's the hound's turn to act. One of them attacks Chomper. One of them attacks AAA. So AAA, you're going to have to make defense rolls for both of those.
Okay. Just roll 20.
Uh-huh. And this is a speed defense.
I have +1 armor, by the way, just FYI. Because I have a ward on me.
Cool. That's one of your abilities, right?
Yeah, it's one of my abilities, and it's always on. But I wonder what my pet actually has.
Well, it's a level 2 creature, so...
Yeah, he doesn't have any armor, but he has health, so...
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
So both of you dodge quite deftly.
Sweet.
The third one actually... Pocket comes racing after you and leaps at you, attempting to knock you down. Would you make a defense roll against that?
Sure thing.
Also, people were saying that we need... Like, I'm the only one without glasses and a beard, so... There you go.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
14.
14. Fantastic. You dodge deftly out of the way, and the broken hound lands hard in the grass on the other side. Bleen, you've still got these 2 hounds who are standing right next to you. One of them actually moves around to flank you from the back, and they both attack simultaneously. So one of them is easy to defend against since it's right in front of you. The other one is challenging to defend against because it's attacking you from behind now.
Smack them with your tentacle.
Okay. I just have to defend, right? That's all I can do?
Yes. Now, you could spend points from your speed pool to lower the difficulty of your defense against the one behind you.
Nah.
All right.
5 and 15. I just rolled
5 and
2d20.
15. Okay, yeah, cool. So, actually, against the one in front of you, you get hit because you're too busy making sure to avoid the guy attacking you from behind. So the one who's attacking you from the front just like chomps onto your arm and rends it a little bit. You take another 4 damage, which of course your armor reduces to 3 damage.
Gotcha.
Because you're such a badass. And that's all the broken hounds. So we're back to you guys. Bleen, how are you going to react?
Power bomb the one that just hit me. Whichever one that is. So I'll just roll a d20.
So like, I'd like to just power bomb them, please.
The one in front of you is actually hurt from the onslaught that that Amelia delivered in the very beginning of the fight.
Oh, okay. Well, that one will die. I want to attack the full HP one.
Okay, cool. So you power bomb the full HP one. Do you want to spend effort in order to increase the damage that you deal?
No, I deal enough damage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll.
That's what you think.
13.
13 is a hit, so you deal 4 damage with your power slam and then make another attack to see if you
18.
deal poison damage. You succeed, and once again,
Isn't that a
this
crit or
hound
whatever
just-
that is?
Oh yeah, actually, that's 18 is plus 2 damage, so you deal 6 damage with the poison.
So I dealt 10
and-
damage total?
Yep, exactly. So this hound just like you power bomb it, and then it just explodes under you.
The
this
tentacle
little-
just like creates a hole, a cavity within this thing's body.
Yeah, there's like a bird skull head that just goes sort of spinning off and thwacks against the side of the monolith. Dunk.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Hold on.
So, Amelia, like you're missing your rapier, right? What are you going to try
Fuck
to do
the
now?
rapier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna onslaught the one that tried to attack Mr. Pocket from the back.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So it costs you nothing because you've got one intellect edge.
5.
5. Oh, actually, that's not a success. Your onslaught goes burning into a hole in the ground, kicking up a divot of dirt. And the broken hound actually turns around and faces you now, Amelia. So, AAA, like one of these broken hounds is now menacing your ally here. What are you going to try to do something about that?
Yeah, since the one that we were initially attacking is dead zone, Chopper and I are going to target the next one that is attacking Pocket and I always forget, Amelia? Is that her name? Yeah.
Amelia.
And so I'm just going to keep whipping and he's going to go chomp.
Okay.
Whipping
So
and
go ahead.
chomping.
And roll
Alright.
your 2 attacks.
Oh,
Ooh.
Damn.
So, Chomper gets a success, deals his 2 damage to the broken hound, but you get a crit, so you get to either deal plus 4 damage, or you can have a major effect like knocking him down, disarming it, stunning it, impairing it, and you can choose to spend no points from your pool as a result of doing this, but you didn't spend any anyway, so.
I think let's stun it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Plus 4 damage is a really strong option, incidentally. But you're comfortable with the stun?
Yeah.
All right. So your whip like whips around its throat, dealing 2 damage to it. But you also actually end up having it like grasped within your whip, and it's struggling to get away. And it will need to take the next round to escape from your whip's grasp. Without making any attacks of its own. Pocket, this one broken hound next to you is actually restrained by the whip. Probably that gives you an asset to attacking it. Do you want to try and finish it off?
How close am I? Am I literally right next to it?
Well, you're within 10 feet, so you can move over to it and attack it with no problems.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna walk my butt over.
Cool.
Give Amelia a little wink, like nice try, and then a thumbs up. I'm gonna strut. Then a thumbs up to AAA, and then a stab to the head of this beast.
Chunk. Now this is pretty easy. Do you want to guarantee it by spending some effort, or
Nope.
Actually, no. Wait, you don't have to roll. You're using light weapons, which give you an asset, and you have a second asset as a result of the stun. So you don't even need to roll. You just deal your damage. So you deal 2 damage to it, stab it through the eye socket, and it falls to the ground dead.
Dead combo wombo.
The hounds act once again. 2 of them go leaping at you, Pocket, for your role in putting one of their friends down. And Bleen, this one right next to you that's got its chest burnt open by the ray of force, it's still like just savaging in your direction. So, Bleen, why don't you give me a defense roll?
okay. Straight up 20.
Damn.
Awesome. So you just
Man, we've been 20s.
you
a
just
lot of 20s
completely
today.
avoid this. And Pocket, you get 2 defense rolls. Both of them
Oh,
easy,
boy.
but
All right, that's fine.
Don't die,
Yeah.
Jesse.
Boom.
You're fine. Nice.
all right, solid. No problems there. So the hounds do absolutely nothing on their turn. Now there's only 3 hounds left, and there's 4 of you plus Chomper. It really feels like the tables are starting to turn, but for whatever reason, these hounds are still just like gung-ho about trying to bring you down. All 3 of the hounds now actually turn to focus on Bleen, who they see as both a real threat and also a fairly tasty meal, since he's got that nice, luscious lump of meal right on his shoulder.
Steven, I've been pretty badass this fight. I'm getting a surge of confidence, which is also happens to be a skill that I can use. So I can use my first recovery action, immediately giving me another action.
Awesome.
So how does that work? Do I roll for that?
So you recover. No, you don't need to roll to recover. You just take a breath and like recover some points. So you recover 1d6 plus 1 because you're tier 1.
Okay.
Points to any of your pools.
Okay. So roll 1d6 plus 1?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Awesome.
So I'm at full might now.
You gain back a bunch of might points.
I lost 6 and gained 7.
Your surge of confidence allows you to take another action. So
yeah, we're gonna Mike Haggard the next guy and just go and attack Powerbomb again.
All right. Beline is just like leaping around the battlefield, driving this stubby tentacle into every enemy he finds.
Yep. 19?
Oh, dude.
Jesus
Would you like to deal +3 damage or?
Yeah,
take
we're
a
just
minor
gonna straight
effect?
up kill this thing.
All right, so.
Oh, I gotta roll the second roll. 4. So poison doesn't go
you
off.
fail the second roll. So, but your +3 damage on your stab with your tentacle is enough to just jib this thing into explosive bits of Broken Hound. The two Broken Hounds nearby look pretty shocked by the immediate discorporation of their friend. Amelia, do you want to give this another shot?
You better fucking believe it.
Okay.
This time, though, I like really, one hand on my hip, second hand on my hip. You can just see. You can see.
Do you start doing the fucking Will Smith?
I'm squinting. All the concentration is focusing on that one point to blast the
Another
closest
onslaught.
dog to me.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Are you freaking for real? That's your second one, right?
Jesus, Amelia, like,
I would like this to actually be such an amazing fucking forceful blast, but it hits nothing, and it's so powerful it just sends me backwards. Like it was actually,
but you don't lose your balance. You actually
evaporated
just fly
all
back.
3 of them, but instead I missed it.
I'd rather see him just like fart.
Amelia, you
Just
go
like-
flying backwards from the force of the blast that you've emitted from your forehead, and you slam yourself backwards into this monolith that's standing nearby. Unfortunately, Beline, I'm giving you 2 XP, 1 for yourself and 1 to give to an ally, because this wave of force hit you in the chest.
Okay.
And you take, how much damage is it? 4 damage, Amelia?
Wow.
Yes.
And your armor reduces that, so you only take 3 damage from it.
Okay.
But
3 might again?
yeah. Who are you going to give your XP point to?
Definitely not
That friendly
fucking
fire.
Amelia Braxton, that's for sure.
I gave you XP, asshole.
We're gonna repay the favor and give it to Pocket.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Now, guys, now that you guys have some XP, you can actually spend 1 point of XP to refuse a GM intrusion like that. So when I single you out and I say, hey, some shit's coming down the pipe, you can be like, nope, here, have 1 XP. And there's a bunch of ways you can spend XP that we'll cover once this fight is over.
Okay.
But that's one of the ways. You can also, incidentally, spend 1 XP at any time to re-roll any roll in the game, yours or someone else's.
Oh, interesting. You could do other
So, cool. That was Amelia. And Beline just power drived one of the dogs. There's 2 dogs left. Pocket, one of them is like right next to you. The other one is on the other side of Beline.
I'm gonna try a badass move. Can I do a badass move where I kick the one that's next to me as I move towards the one that's near Beline, trying to get the other guy's attention?
So you want to like grab the attention from the other guy as you like.
Well, I wanna the one that's near me. I just wanna like kick it right in the damn face as I move to be a badass and save Beline from his attacker.
So a distraction action is actually an action, and I think you can only do 1 action per combat round. So I would let you either distract the one on the other side of Beline, or kick the one that's in front of you.
Oh, I want to kick the one that's in front. I want to kick it in the face.
All right,
I
go
don't
ahead.
want to stab it. I want to bad dog this thing and kick it in the face.
Okay. I think you only do 2 damage without an asset for unarmed attacks. But you can go ahead and do that if you think you're such a badass. Oh no! What was
I
this?
got cocky.
He rolled a
little bit
6.
cocky.
Is that enough?
That's actually a success.
Hey, kicked in the face.
Kick
What
into
do you
the
know,
face.
dog?
It wasn't a 1, so I mean.
Yeah.
All right, I kick him in the face, and I
If it was much
Only
lower,
I
it
could
would have
roll
been
those.
bad.
Yeah, only we could roll the 1.
Only I'm allowed to.
can I kick him in the face and then give sort of like another wink at Amelia, like you are horrible and you're bringing this team down?
Yes,
Like,
you certainly can.
That's what I did. I don't even need to stab this thing. I'm using my boot to hurt it. What are you doing? That's that wink. I'm glad you're.
Damn.
Hopefully
Yeah,
you're conscious
actually-
enough
By
to
the way,
notice that.
I totally interpret that as a sexual advancement.
Totally.
All right, so we've got Pocket flirting heavily with Amelia. AAA. There's 2 creatures left. One of them is slightly wounded, and one of them has a severe burn mark across its chest from the force spray from from Amelia. Her one and only effective action this entire combat.
I'm gonna go for the one that's not burnt and
Okay.
have Chomper aid me.
Okay, go ahead and make
Wow.
your 2 attacks.
Rolled. I think Chomper failed,
11 and
but-
2. So Chomper fails, but you managed to succeed with your whip. Listen, Amelia, or AAA rather, your whip only does 2 damage because it's a light weapon. But if you spend effort, you can deal plus 3 damage and kill this creature right now. What do you say? She is so stoic.
I thought she was
focused.
like thinking about it, but she was actually just getting dropped from Skype.
Yep. So that's interesting.
Her
We'll
PC blue screened. Or something like that.
I'm going to say that that's what happens and not ask her to spend it when she comes back. So AAA just like lashes this dog across the face, pops one of its eyeballs, and it just like falls over bleeding from the face, and its blood runs into the dusty like the fine soil of the ground that's around you. There's only one hound left, and it actually whimpers, and it looks over its shoulder away from you, Bleen, off to the horizon. And it just turns around and dashes away, moving a long distance. It's actually just booking it, sprinting away from you. You hear a faint susurrus whispering through the air, and if you look, you can actually see in the direction that the broken hound was sort of whimpering, you see a shadow moving far away on the horizon. Would anybody like to try and identify what this is?
Well, I would assume.
I would. Yeah, I'd like to try. My intellect's
would, yeah.
my baby.
I would
yeah.
too.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Pocket, go ahead and see what you can do.
All
This
right.
is probably an easy task to identify what this stuff is.
Well, poop.
Okay, you are successful.
Hey.
You notice that the discoloration on the landscape is not like cloud cover or anything like that. It's actually the land itself is changing and morphing as something moves over it. This is the Iron Wind, which is a terrifying, sort of boogeyman story and a real serious threat in the Ninth World. It's a cloud of angry spirits that move across the land and work magics to rewrite matter at a molecular level and completely change anything it touches. You guys need to get to shelter as quickly as possible. It's looking like it's moving this way quite quickly.
Yeah, I go and grab everything in the camp with my one arm while the tentacle just fucking like flails in the distance. And I guess we look for cover. Like, is there a cave or anything that we can see?
You glance around and you notice that one of the nearby monoliths looks like it has a cave about a third of the way up, maybe like 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I point to that and be like, we need to go there now. We're not safe. And I keep collecting things.
Amelia, did you grab your rapier yet?
I'm grabbing it right this moment.
Okay. You've grabbed your rapier. The others of you, AAA is like, yeah, totally. We need to do this. Definitely.
Yep.
So, like, there are a few handholds on this on the surface of this monolith, and it looks like a challenging climb. So, how are you guys going to tackle this?
I have a question, and this might not be beneficial to me, but how can I climb with one arm?
Oh, it's, I mean, most of climbing comes from your legs, right?
Okay.
Well, does it become any less challenging if we have another person up there able to assist?
Yeah, I think you could probably try to
I have climbing skill.
You could try to find stages and try to help people up. That would help.
I suggest that Pocket climbs up and helps us up.
Okay.
I will do that. That is what I will do.
Right on. None of you have any rope or anything, right?
I don't think so.
I have a light. Hold on. I have a light toolkit. What does that contain? Pliers, screwdriver, hammer, small lockpicks. I have 10 feet of string. That's not gonna help.
10 feet of string. Yeah, I don't.
You just
really
pull
know
out some string and then you're like,
No.
no.
Okay, so Pocket, you can climb a third of the way up and then try to help people up past you. So that would reduce the difficulty for people trying to get up the early part of it, but then they would have let me think, how would that work? Tell you what, that'll give people a +2 to climbing, but it won't actually reduce the difficulty. So Pocket, you wanted to climb up first?
Yes.
So this is a challenging climb. Do you want to try and spend some might points in order to reduce the difficulty?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to cost you. You don't have any edge in your might, right?
No.
Okay. So it's going to cost you 3 points from your might, but that will help you climb, and it will make it easier. So go ahead and spend 3 points, and then roll.
Oops.
Is that 10 you?
Yeah.
Awesome. That is a success. Yep, absolutely. So you managed to climb about a third of the way up, and you're sitting there reaching down to help people. Who wants to go up next?
I'll go first.
Okay, Amelia.
Seeing that Amelia struggled, by the way, I help her up. I push her feet up the thing.
Oh yeah, actually, you can make yourself a little handhold for her to get a boost up.
With one hand,
that'll be an asset. So that reduces the difficulty, and you have a +2 from Pocket helping you, Amelia. So go ahead and roll a d20 +2.
So it's actually impossible to fail.
7.
No, it's not impossible to fail. It's still a challenging climb.
7 + 2 then? 9?
Yes, 7 + 2. You sort of grab onto a couple handholds, and immediately one of them breaks and you fall, except that Pocket reaches down and grabs your arm before you fall to the ground. And he pulls you up and keeps pushing you. And after that experience, you manage to climb the rest of the way without any trouble. Once you get up past Pocket. So who's going up next?
I do a wink. Remember, I do a wink.
Excellent.
I grab the hand, I do a little wink, I got you, fool.
Yeah, Amelia.
Because you're so bad at all this.
What do you feel like when this dashingly handsome Pocket winks at you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I put what I feel into words.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
Pocket go like this on his mustache, and then it bounces back?
Oh yes.
Yeah, you pull down.
It immediately swirls back. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Okay.
Fantastic.
Gene manipulation to make that happen.
Yeah.
Beline, do you want to try and climb up, or are you waiting to boost AAA?
I'll wait to boost AAA.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll for AAA. I know she'll be back very soon.
I think she's here.
I can roll.
Yeah,
I just
roll.
can't. I need a second for my camera.
Okay, cool. So,
so what happened earlier?
Do you know
All
what
I saw
you're
was
doing?
people spamming "Rip Maggie." No, I just thought I was like, "What's happening?"
So there is a cloud of angry spirits moving across the land that are rewriting matter at the molecular level. It's called the Iron Wind, and it is like the boogeyman of the Ninth World. And it is deadly, and you need to find shelter ASAP. I think it was it Beline who pointed out a cave about a third of the way up one of these monoliths?
Okay.
and the four of you are all trying to climb. Pocket is about a third of the way up to the cave, and he's like helping people up, and Bleen is like making a little handhold or a little foothold with his hands to boost people up. So you have an asset, and Pocket is helping you with a +2. So you can go ahead and climb with a d20 +2, and you can even spend might in order to increase your chances of success.
Point of order, before we do any of this, we have to worry about your pet too.
Yeah, I was like, how am I going to get my pet? That's the question I was going to say.
This is something.
He's
got claws. He can climb, right?
You've probably got some kind of backpack that you carry him in, because this situation occurs quite regularly, where you have to climb or you have to like carry him across something.
Can it be a front pack?
Hey, in Arcade, you carry a horse in a back.
There you
like
go,
sack,
man.
So
exactly.
You can carry a horse. You can carry a Sesky.
Yep.
All right, so I'll roll 12.
12 is good. You managed to successfully make your way up with the boost and then the help of Pocket. You get yourself into the cave with no problem. Now, Bleen, you're the only one down there now, and there's no one to help boost you up. You've only got the +2 from Pocket reaching down and helping you find handholds and stuff. Do you want to spend some might and lower the difficulty of this challenge?
Is whatever we're climbing, like, could the tentacle push through this matter?
No,
use that as an axe.
It does seem to be like a very strong, solid rock wall that you're climbing. But you can still, your tentacle can still help you a little bit. It's still like as you move your other arm, you use your hook on your tentacle to sort of like keep yourself attached to the wall.
Okay. And so I'm getting a d20 +2, right?
Yeah.
And I could use might to make it how much? What would that give me?
It would reduce the difficulty. It would still be challenging.
Oh, can I just use Muscles of Iron to reduce the difficulty by 1?
Muscles of Iron.
What does Muscles of Iron do for you?
It makes all might actions -1 difficulty.
Does it cost anything to activate?
Costs 2 might.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. So go ahead and activate your Muscles of Iron. Do you have an edge in your might pool?
I do.
So it only costs you 1 might. So spend 1 might to activate that.
Okay. It's activated.
And now that you have an edge in your might pool and your might tasks cost 1 less, basically you can spend 1 level of effort for 1 point of might.
No, we're not gonna spend effort.
Because it just lowers the difficulty of might related tasks.
Right.
Yes. Okay, good. So that's easy.
Okay, so d20 +2.
Mm-hmm.
14.
No problem.
Damn.
You leap up and start like muscling your way up this slope. Pocket helping you on the way. Now, Pocket, you're stuck about a third of the way up this thing. Everybody else is up at the top. You need to make another climb check to see if you make it.
Come on.
Okay.
Pocket.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
No problem. Pocket scampers up the side of this thing, so. Yeah, all four of you are up about 20 or 30 feet off the ground, and there's a cave that goes back into the monolith. It goes about 6 feet before it dead ends in a smooth wall. Doesn't look like it's going to offer you much protection.
The cave won't?
Yeah.
What the? From this thing?
Yeah. And you can actually feel the air starting to swim around you as the wind approaches closer and closer.
Okay, I want to move towards the back of that wall, and because my armor is still on and activated, and it shimmers, I should be bright, a very bright individual, right?
I don't think it's bright enough to cast any sort of light, but there is definitely a visible shimmer in the air, yes.
Okay. You win this round. I am going to use... okay, yeah.
I have hedge magic, so it kind of says I can do, I can make basic appearances of objects change, or you can make objects float, clean a small area, mend a broken object, make food, and so on. So can I make, a torch?
I think... Let me see. And let me just look at it really quick here. Characters, type, nano, tiers, hedge magic. I would say that It's got this and so on. You can perform small tricks. You
Yeah,
know.
it seems like it's just small little things because I can't harm anybody with it. So I assume
would
it's
say
for
that
things
you
like
can
this.
create a dim light that extends for an immediate radius.
Okay.
That's about a 10-foot radius. So yeah, you ignite this dim light with your hedge magic, which you don't even need to roll for because it's just a 1 intellect point skill, which your edge takes care of for you. And you notice that there's actually a number of seams and crevices across this smooth wall in the back of this cave. And there's also an ancient tarnished contraption of gears, flywheels, levers, and buttons jutting from the rock of the right wall. And there's a nodule on this device that's giving off a faint glow that pulses, fading in and out.
Yeah, I'd point to the 2 nanos and say, like, go get on that right now. Figure that out.
Is there any writing or anything like that present?
Yeah.
No, there is no writing present that you can see. The sound of the wind outside is picking up.
I mean, I'd like to investigate this thing further. Is it something I can press?
There's a number of things that you can like press or jigger and activate, or pull, prod, poke, etc. It does look like there is power being diverted to this thing from this little glowing nodule that's lighting up.
Can I trace the power?
Yeah, can I do sense magic?